How's it going, people? This is Ace. This is my 16 by 8 series part 2, and I talked about in the previous series about doing with water and the washer and dryer and the shower. But in this particular episode, I think that it's a little more necessary for me to focus strictly on the bathroom, because there's a product out there that I think would be absolutely useful for everybody if they decided that they wanted to try to do something different. Now, if you remember, the shower is 36 by 36 inches, and I talked about it being able to be a walk-in type shower. Now, in the other episode, I also kind of focused in on the fact that there was a washer and dryer. Well, I can actually put a washer in the shower, and you can see that showing, you can see it right here. However, I just strictly want to focus on the shower at this moment because I really think that I can accomplish a lot more with that, and there's some really beneficial things that can take place here. Now, in short, the geyser system is simply a sponge that replaces a shower head. Now, it worked pretty well on a camper, but in this particular scenario, they've actually created something that will work with a shower in a home. So I'm going to leave it from there and let them talk about it.
Welcome to Geyser Systems. We believe that every drop of water is sacred. And for the last 6 years, we've been building reliable products that help you make the most of every drop of water. Now we're introducing the Geyser EcoShower. And my promise to you is that this is going to be the most transformative shower you've ever had in your entire life. How? Well, we're going to teach you how to mix your own essential oils into personalized, tailored, and extraordinary aroma blends that is going to totally shift the way you, your shower, and your entire bathroom feel and smell. And what's better is that every time you use the Geyser EcoShower, you're saving up to 15 gallons of water per shower. If your family of 4 were to use this every day, that's up to 420 gallons or 1.5 tons of water saved per week. And what's better is that not only is this good for the planet, but it's going to help reduce your water bills up to 50%. So it's going to be great for your wallet too.
So this thing is awesome. My water bill has gone down probably about $20–25.
It'll save you time, energy, water, and money.
I was surprised at how much money I was able to save. Like, I care about saving water, but I also save money, which is great.
And the best part about it, I don't even have to worry about ruining my hair.
Now, this is the 2022 Cal Green Residential Mandatory Measures. When I design a home, I have to put this information on each one, and the one that I'm focusing on here is highlighted, which is 1.8 gallons per minute. Okay. Unopening this box, this is the first thing that you get, and this contains 3 sponges, blue, orange, and green. It's the first thing that you get. The next item that comes with this kit is the actual hose itself, and this portion right here connects into the sponge. I guess they have this is patented, so this system, evidently the water feeds into the sponge and you can control the flow, and that all happens on this end right here. This connects to your existing shower head, and then what happens after that point, there's a flow through, and then there's a connector here, there's a switch. This switch controls the flow, and this is a diverter. This diverter takes your shower and it sends it through here and into this sponge, and then this controls the flow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a gallon of water, and I'm going to time how much time it takes to send 1 or 2 gallons through this thing, and see how long, and see if I could take a shower within like 15 minutes. Right now, I believe the flow rate for a gallon of water in California is 1.2 gallons per minute. So We'll see how many gallons I can slow this thing down to see how much we can conserve. And then once I do that, then I'm going to explain to you guys what is the significance of all of this to me in reality. Okay, this is a standard speed of a shower, right? This is when most people take the shower, so I'm going to replicate this, and you can see I have a gallon jug here. So I'm going to hit the start button, and now you'll see how long it takes to fill up this gallon. Now mind you see water everywhere, right? Okay. Alright, I'm going to do a rim filler, and it's stopping at, I'll say 53 seconds. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the same thing with the sponge from the geyser. And this is actually kind of a strong setting that I have it on. But there's enough here where you can actually kind of wash yourself. And as you can squeeze yourself, you can rinse yourself at the same time. So now I'm going to take this, put it in here, and hit the start button. Okay, so we said about 58 seconds. I'll round it up to a minute for the shower, standard. And then this particular version, I'm going to fill up the gallon with the geyser, and this is a fast shower. I could actually turn this down, but the one thing that I want to emphasize here is that you'll notice that water's not spraying everywhere, which means that 100% of whatever you're using on your water is actually going on your body. Therefore, you do not need a continuous spray. So now I'm at 50 seconds so far. Okay, so now we just hit 1 minute. We're not quite to a half a gallon yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk through this one because it's going to take a while for it. I won't say it's going to take a while, but let's say we can achieve maybe 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 for a gallon of water. I'm estimating right now. I'm approaching 1.5 minutes. Okay. You don't hear all the noise from the shower. I've also adjusted the valve because it's not going to be flying all over everywhere. And so now we're approaching the 1 minute and 50 second mark. And again, this is what I would call the fast shower. We can actually take this and probably do it in maybe half the time. But just for the sake of understanding right now, I'm going to just simply do this part. So let's see where we're at. We're approaching 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, so now I'm approaching 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I think we used the cresting point on the last one. So now we're at, I think what's going to happen here is we're probably going to land at around 3 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes and 50. Okay, we're at the 3-minute mark for 1 gallon. Okay, I'm gonna stop this at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, that's where it started to crest. Now, that's with what I would call a steady flow. So that's 1 gallon in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. And I am going to reduce the speed even more, or reduce the flow rate. Okay, so I'm going to just check again and see just how much water we're coming out with this time. I've reduced the flow rate. Okay, this is even slower. I'm going to reset the clock. And now I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to start this last time. Now, whichever speed that you're using, okay, I didn't do it right because my clock's not working. So, I'm going to do it again here. I'm going to reset. And the same thing. I'm going to throw this in here again, and I'm going to hit the start button. And I'm going to go for a gallon this time. Now, this may not seem like a big deal, but if you measure this tub, the tub measures 32 inches wide. And let's say 12 inches high. So the tub's not really and this is a so-called standard tub that you'd use in a normal home. And the designs that I have, and in the designs I've seen for like the Incredibox and things like that, we boast about a 36 by 36 inch shower. Now, that's all well and fine, but you see this door on this tub? If you're taking a shower like that, you notice that most people now have what's called the bowed curtains, because they want to feel like they're in a more significant space, and so the top of it bows out. But in this case here, what I'm dealing with is, if you do not need, for the fear of the shower head and the flow and all of that, if you don't need that, and all you're using is something like this, then imagine, first of all, you're conserving a ton of water, you're getting a full shower, you're taking your time, and you really don't need the curtain, you don't need a door. You can almost leave it open. You can use a piece of half glass, which is what I have on the one design. And in essence, you have pretty significant space. Yeah, you can sit down and you can do this. You can wash your hair with it. I mean, everything can be done with this. So right now, we're approaching the 2-minute mark. And I believe we're at a half a gallon. We're at 1/2 gallon right now at 2 minutes. I'm going to pull this out of here. We're at 1/2 gallon. So by the time we do the math, I think you'll get a better appreciation of what I'm trying to present right now. When we talk about Metoga and things like that, it's not just dealing with solar panels and things like that. It's dealing with every aspect of your life. If you're going to embrace minimalism and then ignore water, which most people do not, then you're not practicing the full throttle minimalism. And in a case like this, which is important for me, is that if you're actually off grid and you're doing something of this nature and you need to conserve water for a shower. I just looked at a video this morning and they're complaining about the shower. And in this case here, if they had something, a device like this, and they're actually using this, they would be conserving, how many gallons do you think they would conserve to just take a normal shower? Or something relatively close. Okay, we're now approaching 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And we're not cresting as in the previous 2 demonstrations. So now I'm at 3 minutes and 38 seconds. I know that I'm pushing this and I'll probably speed the video up, but I want you to understand very clearly how much water you're genuinely conserving right now. Okay, we're approaching 4 minutes. Okay. And we are going to crest at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay. So that's my point there. I'm going to wrap this one up right here. I just felt that this was a product that was worth mentioning, and I plan on using mine in my place, and I felt that it needed to be shared, especially in a tiny home. Now, I will probably in the future start designing, and I'm going to build here in the near future. This is Ace, this is Maytoga, and thank you for coming to the Doggy Inn. I'm out.